example, it says the height of the water at a pool is being filled, is shown in the graph. Determine the rate in inches per minute. So let me put this marker down. We're going to mark this up. Determine the rate in inches per minute. That means you're going to find the unit rate. Remember how there has to be a 1 as a denominator. Don't forget we talked about the change, the rise over run. So it's always the change in y over the change in x. So the y is in the sky. It's right here. This is y. And don't forget the x is on the ground down here. So we're looking at y as our numerator. So if we look at the first dot, don't forget that the first number represented by x is 5. And then the second number in an ordered pair is always y. So we look at the second number and we write that down right here, which is why you see a 2. We look at that first number, that represents the x, and we write it down below here. Now remember we have to have a 1 underneath. So you can do dividing 2 by 5. 5, top dog goes in the house. Oop, 5 does not go into 2. Boom. Put a decimal, add a 0. 5 goes into 20 4 times. And that is why you have 0.4 over 1. Because 5 divided by 5 would be 1. This thing is going crazy. I'm trying to put the division sign, but you know, it never works when you want it to work. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. Now, if you take a look at the second one, if it equals 0.4, which it does, because I'm not going to do all the division, but they've divided 10 by 4. Whoops, there's a bell. Boom, boom. What do we get here? We get 0.4 again. Notice how it's the exact same number, and it's going to be for all of these. I'm not going to divide every single one of these, but now we get to answer the question. It says, since the graph of the data forms a line, here it is, a straight line, the rate of change is constant. Because it's a straight line, the rate of change will be constant. If it was dots everywhere, then it wouldn't be an actual straight line, and that would not be a constant rate. And it says, use a graph to find the constant of the proportionality, and the pool fills. What do we write? This is what we write. Whoops, we're going to write the pool fills, and this key, at a rate of 0.4, which is what we just found out, inch per minute. And that is the rate of change. And that would be our answer. The pool fills at a rate of 0.4 inch per minute. What do we do again? We simply divide it. What do we put as a numerator? The y. What do we put as a denominator? The 5. And then we divide it, and we found out what the rate was. And that is it.